Welcome to your source for research, innovation, news, insights, and commentary. This is your Research Business Daily Report sponsored by the Market Research Event, the #1 insights event in the world, this October 21st through 23rd in Nashville. Here's a data privacy insight that's kind of startling. According to an NBC News Online article entitled "Privacy Please, New Technologies Could Hide Your Identity Online," an MIT graduate student has shown that you can identify 87% of all Americans if you have their birth date, zip code, and gender. Of course, there are solutions to this concern that are spelled out in this story. Companies could opt for the same personal data anonymity in place at the U.S. Census Bureau, which keeps sensitive information about citizens well under wraps. The approach is known as differential privacy, where birth date, zip code, and other unique fingerprint data receive a differential privacy algorithm that blurs each individual's data points. This permits companies and researchers to conduct sophisticated data analysis for public policy as well as marketing purposes. However, this tool isn't quite ready for all marketing situations yet, and there is an added cost which will be a disincentive for many businesses. There's another privacy solution. It's in development at the Yale University. Their anonymous online communications tool, which is codenamed Descent, analyzes flow of data through a network as opposed to the data itself. Authoritarian governments are already using similar technology, but this Descent from Yale is designed for communications delivered by groups. It is being tested. Now let's see if companies elect to apply this idea when it goes commercial. There are several bits of news delivered from new studies that I wanted to pass on today. TNS reports that despite efforts of big high-tech companies, the majority of consumers are not ready for wearable technology. Only 9% say they are eager to wear such things, although 75% of the public says it is aware of the clothing option. Next, dunnhumby released using advertising to engage the price-sensitive consumer, which says common demographic-based media targets do not at all align with price sensitivity. As a result, the brand often targets price-based ads at moms, high-income households, or millennials. But as it turns out, those are not the price-conscious groups one might think. Instead, if you're looking for that, focus on social brand advocates and CRM program members, and use TV and in-store promotions to most effectively impact them. Finally, store managers who want to learn how to increase unplanned purchases need to read a study from Professor Sam Yui of the NYU Stern School of Business, Jeffrey Inman at the University of Pittsburgh's Katz Graduate School of Business, Yanli Wang at Drexel University's LeBeau College of Business, and Jacob Suher at the University of Texas at Austin. They observed grocery shopping via in-store video tracking and concluded a number of things, beginning with unplanned purchases tend to complement those that have been planned for CPG purchases. 2, consumers typically do leave room for unplanned purchases in their mental budgets. 3, promoted products that are high in hedonicity, for example, chocolate, or that need refrigeration are more likely to receive unplanned consideration. 4, shoppers who stand closer to the store shelf as they make their way around the outlet are more likely to make an unplanned purchase. And 5, promotions help convince consumers to consider a product, but they do not significantly alter a consumer's decision to actually buy a product. Ending today's report, we wanted to bring up the fact that David Maran has announced his retirement from ARF effective next week. You're going to be hearing a lot of kudos from people that have worked alongside David and that have known his proficiency up close and personal. But I wanted to put my 2 cents in nonetheless. David has been one of the media research industry's most charismatic and outspoken analysts for more than the 20 years that I've been in this business. David, we wish you nothing but the very best, and for research's sake, we hope to continue hearing from you for many years to come. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by the Market Research Event, the #1 insights event in this world, this October 21st through 23rd in Nashville. You can save 20% on your admission by clicking on the link in the contents box beneath today's video. There you'll also be able to pick up some research pointers from the NFL's head of research. It's in a separate link. So take a look. Have a great research day. We'll see you all tomorrow.